Hello Virgo, and welcome to your tarot reading with me, Mazalin. In today's Virgo reading, we're going to explore your current situation and energy and what led you here. We're going to discover what you're truly hoping to manifest and achieve and anything that might be holding you back. And then we'll take a look at upcoming blessings on your path and what to watch out for. And then finally, we'll have a look at actions that you can take to align with your highest purpose, happiness, and success. Now, are you needing a quick yes/no answer to some of your questions? Well, stick around to the end because we're going to uncover those answers with your bonus oracle messages. Now, this reading is primarily for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cross watchers, if you're dealing with a Virgo, then the energies could be flipped and the message could be for you. But please note that these readings are timeless and general, so they're not going to resonate with everyone. So please take whatever helps you and just leave what doesn't for somebody else. But if you're drawn to House of Tarot, then you're meant to be here, but your message may not be at the beginning of the reading. So whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or direction, get ready for spiritual guidance for empowered action. And if you could like this video at the beginning or even at the end, that would really help me a lot. But with that being said, let's get out your tarot cards and begin your reading. Okay, let's get started, Virgo. So very interesting that we have your major arcana, the Hermit, and your minor arcana, the Knight of Pentacles, that have come out in this reading. So this is very much a reading for the sign of Virgo. So what I see right here is that you've done a lot of reflecting lately. You might have spent a lot of time alone, analyzing your life, thinking about the actions that you took in the past and also the actions of others, and how it's brought you to your present situation. Because the Hermit is about taking a step back from society and really thinking about where your life is going and indeed what your star, what your wish fulfillment is and how you want your life to move forward. This reflection of the past has brought about a new opportunity for you to begin again, the Ace of Wands. So there is an opportunity here for you to have a creative new beginning. This is like that fresh spark, feeling that zest for life again and feeling like you're yourself again. This is fire energy, which is all about your passion, your creativity, your ambitions. And it being an ace, it's a new beginning, right? However, in the block position, we see the 10 of Wands. Now in tarot, everything is a series, a sequence. So it goes ace to 10, 10 back to the ace. However, you cannot begin your new beginning until you've let go and processed that 10. And right now, this is in the block position. So we see with the oracle card that says boundaries, which says you need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. So this is saying here that although you have an opportunity to begin again and to have this fresh, creative, exciting new beginning, you're still holding on to these burdens, these responsibilities. The 10 of Wands, there's one man carrying all this weight, all these responsibilities by himself, walking up the hill, and he's not getting any help from anyone else. So when, he shouldn't be carrying all of these by himself. There needs to be a sharing of the workload. But what's happening here is with these boundaries, if you don't have clear boundaries to make sure that other people need to be doing their part as well, and you're just taking everything on yourself, you are absolutely burnt out, you're exhausted, you're ready to drop these responsibilities, but you need to do so and enable to have boundaries to make sure that these same responsibilities don't fall on your back, on your shoulders again. And dare I say, you may be suffering from shoulder or back issues at the moment. But one thing we have to note is, although this exciting new beginning is available to you, what you're not seeing are these 2 cups is behind you, because in the 5 of Cups, he looks over these 3 that have fallen down. So this could represent a family member, a colleague, people around you, acquaintances, relatives. They've disappointed you in some way. You didn't have their support when you thought you would. There's something here, maybe some sort of betrayal that you're still contemplating from the past. But what it's doing is that it's stopping you from seeing these Two of Cups behind you. The Two of Cups represents mutual give and take here. There's reciprocity. These are people that would give you the shirt on their back the same way that you would give the shirt on your back, right? But you're not seeing these partnerships or these people, but they are available to you within your current situation. There are people that love you and support you and be willing to be there for you, but you're not seeing it because you're still mulling over the past. So we just have to watch out here that too much reflection and attachment to the past doesn't keep you being stuck, unable to begin your Ace of Wands. Now, this Ace of Wands could be a new fitness regime, a new creative project, and dare I say, this is the card of sex in the tarot and sexual attraction. So you might be feeling attraction to someone else at the moment, or you might be, other people might be seeing you as very sexually attractive right now. So definitely life is spicing up, you can say, in the current situation. Now, what you're hoping to achieve is justice, all right? And it came with the Guardian Angel Oracle card, which says, some higher powers protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angel. The Justice card is the major arcana for the sign of Libra. It is one of the cards in tarot that represents marriage, legal contracts or agreements, but essentially it does mean justice. It means getting what it is that you deserve and people being accountable. So right now you're really looking, if you are married, you're wanting to have clarity, truth, and accountability within your marriage. That the same goes for any legal contracts or partnerships that you are a part of. But it's also saying, because it came with the Guardian Angel card, you're wanting the universe to step in and somehow be able to right the wrongs that are within your life at the moment and bring some sort of cosmic justice to your situation so that you can feel that people are held accountable for what it is that they've done, and that you can, your life can balance out. Now, in the near future, we have the opportunity here for the Six of Cups in the reverse with the Shedding card, which says reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Now, this is very interesting because the Six of Cups ordinarily is a card of the past. It represents your childhood, your upbringing, everything that is familiar and comfortable to you. Hence, it also represents your comfort zone. It can also represent your children, because we have two children on the card here. And it is one of the cards of a soulmate, someone that you feel like you've known for a long time. May not necessarily be the case, but it is that feeling, that comfort, the feeling of home that that person gives you. But here it is in the reverse, which means the opportunity here, it's giving you an opportunity in the near future to let go of the past, to release yourself from attachments. This is Scorpio energy in the tarot, as is the Five of Cups here, okay? Now, Scorpio is all about the phoenix rising from the ashes and true metamorphosis, transformation, which is what the Snake card is asking you to do. But in order to transform, there needs to be a detachment of either your children or letting go of your childhood memories, the conditioning that you had in the past, or especially in your upbringing, these bad memories or these things that happened with either your children, your childhood, or with people in the past that you felt very close to. Those things that went wrong with those people, you've got to let it go, because nothing good can come from holding on to past memories, especially those that are hurtful, painful, or do not serve our way to grow and move forward. Now, what the universe is asking you to be careful of or wary of is the Five of Pentacles, and the Oracle card. It's complicated, more complex than it seems. So straight off the bat, Five of Pentacles represents a lack mentality, right? Feeling like you don't have enough money, enough resources to do what you need. There's people here walking in the snow. This was also a card of feeling injured, because Pentacles represents the physical, which also relates to the body. So if you have started a new exercise regime of something of that nature, it's asking you to be careful of injuries here. Now, if this does relate to work and finances, then it's asking you to be careful not to put yourself in a lack mindset, feeling like you don't have what it takes, or you don't have the experience or the skills or the resources to do what it is that you need to do. Because when you go into a lack mindset, you can block your own abundance. The other thing that I'm noticing is that on this oracle card, there are a lot of photos on the wall. Photographs are the very definition of the past, right? When you take a photo, it's instantly already the past. And, by this woman who is looking at all these pictures of the past, perhaps she is making the past more complicated than it actually needs to be, right? So this is in the position of what to be careful of, to, try not to feel like you are abandoned, that you've been left out in the cold, that no one cares for you anymore. And especially because you may be looking at the past, because all of this connects here. The Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, and this card all connects about the past, and feeling this way because you're making the past seem very complicated. What the universe is asking you to do instead is the Knight of Pentacles. There's your minor arcana for the sign of Virgo, together with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is often associated with Virgo energy as well. So it's asking you if there is something you need to learn, something that you need to work out or put together. Take your time with learning these new things. Perhaps you've just started a new business, right? A new side project. Because the Page of Pentacles is that side project, that new business endeavor. You have some experience in doing this, but now you're taking that project in a new direction. So here the universe is saying, take your time with it. Go slow. Plan the details. Put a schedule together. Put goals together. Plan for the long-term future. And take the time needed to learn all the aspects about this new endeavor that you need to do, so that you don't come into that Five of Pentacles energy of not having the resources, the money, or the abundance that you need. Now, in the position of how and when to act in order to receive this cosmic justice that you're looking for, we have the Sun card. Look at that. How beautiful is that? The Sun is or represents the sign of Leo. The universe is asking you right now, because we're in Leo season, to be your authentic self. This is why the child is on this card. The child represents your inner child, your real nature that hasn't been conditioned by the adult life. So what is it that you really want to do in this world? What is it that brings you joy, happiness, and success? Do that. And not just that, shine bright, allow yourself to be seen, and allow yourself to receive the recognition, the praise, the attention that you deserve by being comfortable and confident in your own skin for who it is that you are. The universe is asking that of you right now. And by doing so, you will receive the justice and everything that you deserve going forward. But what we do see in likely future outcome, we see the Emperor in the reverse. And this is clarified by the Six of Wands and the Moon card. Now, the Emperor in the reverse is the major arcana for the sign of Aries. So I don't know if you have Aries in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but the Emperor is an authority. Okay, he is an authority. He is a husband, a father, a boss, and a business owner, all rolled into one. Now, or you are one of those positions within your life. Because the Emperor is in the reverse, it is saying that you may feel within one of those roles in the near future, because this is the likely future outcome, you might be feeling like you lack control with either of those roles. You may also feel that you are not demonstrating your power in the best possible way. And this could be because of the Six of Wands and the Moon. The Six of Wands is victory, success, recognition, and it can be a card of fame and social media. But with the Moon card, the Moon throws shadow on anything it touches, and therefore you could be uncertain or doubting your success, doubting your capabilities, and doubting the recognition that you're getting. Why? Because of a state of being insecure or unstable or not believing in your own power. We do remember that the Emperor does represent the father, the husband, the boss, and the business owner. So if it is somebody else, you may be experiencing someone else in your life that is abusing their position of power. And this could come because either they will not recognize your achievements, or they will want to hide your success or achievements in some way. And simply because of insecurity. So that's just something that we see here in the near future of what's coming. So look, I hope that this provided some help for you, Virgo. So now we've come to your bonus oracle messages. So if you have a yes/no question in your mind, just think of those questions. This is going to be for question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. If you need to pause the video to write down your questions, then do that right now. All right, let's get ready with question number 1. So we have push and pull. The push and pull in the relationship causes emotional instability. Well, straight away, this is a no, okay? Emotional instability is never a good thing, right? What we can see in this card is duality. We've got 2 opposing elements here, fire and water. Fire is very masculine, water, feminine. With fire, we get a lot of passion, ambition, creativity, and drive. And with water, a lot of emotion, feelings, love, and relationships, right? So these 2 elements can quite easily annihilate the other, because fire can heat up the water to become boiling and unstable, right? And water can easily put out a fire if it wants to. So the fact that both of these can hurt the other or completely diminish the other is quite significant here. There needs to be a balance. And it's quite interesting that we have the face that's shown here. The face is often representative of the ego, of the self. And right here, we have this person who has his eyes closed. There's almost like not wanting to face or to see the reality right now. So in this relationship, we have a push and a pull. Now, if you think about those 2 actions, both of those represent some sort of force. If you have to push something or push someone to get what it is you want, or you have to pull someone to get what it is you want, then you never really have it, because you're activating force and not allowing that to naturally, organically come to you and attract that which you want. When you have push and pull, often the progress is very limited because you end up staying in the same place. So definitely this is a no here for whatever question you've asked about or person. Okay, question number 2. Spreading positivity. Keep radiating positive energy and influence. Now we have a young girl here who looks to be helping an older man with a walking stick or a cane, and they're in a busy city here. So perhaps you've asked about whether, because it says keep, whether you continue to do something. And right now this would be saying yes. Or if something is spreading, increasing, getting bigger, maybe you've asked about a job raise or a promotion. The fact that it says spreading positivity, the answer again is yes. So keep radiating. I mean, maybe there is someone here that you've asked about. Maybe there's an age difference between the 2 people that you've asked about, and one needs help, and you're asking about whether to continue helping. The answer here again is a yes, okay? Question number 3. New alliances. New alliances will bring you support and opportunities. Straight away, yes. An alliance is not just a contact. It's somebody who you can rely upon. It is a person or an institution. It doesn't have to be a person, but I'm getting person here because we have the 4 fists here that acts as a partner of support. Now we have 4 different fists here, and it looks like they all have different skin tones, different complexions. So it looks like we have a variety of ages and races. And because in the background we have an invoice, a calculator, a business newspaper, this really does feel like it's a work-related question. If it's not related to work, it could be related to a project that you're involved with, and maybe you are involved with other people. These people that you are involved with could be from a different culture, they could be of a different age to you, or the group or the team may have different ages, but in any case, you will receive support and loyalty from this group or these people, and it will bring opportunities. Specifically, I think around financial opportunities. So this is an absolute 1000% yes for whatever question number 3 is. So that's it, Virgo. That is the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful in some way. If you do know your natal chart, then go ahead and have a look at your other signs if you want deeper insights. And please feel free to comment on the video. You know, sharing of your experience can often bring enlightenment or comfort to somebody else. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching and sharing this space with me. And please consider a like, a share, or a subscribe, as it would really help the channel at this time. But look, until next time, stay wild, and I'll see you in the next video.